Hello and welcome to an episode of Atomic Vinyl Reviews. This is future Jacob here. I'm going to cut back to past Jacob in a second. As you can see, the figure is already unboxed and I'm filming this a little bit later. The reason is I actually checked the footage that I just took and I realized that the beginning of my unboxing actually has some issues. I was playing a song on my computer in the background accidentally. My recording program decided to superimpose that music onto my audio and I can't have that, so I needed to cut out the first couple of minutes of my unboxing. So basically what happened is I got this huge ass box and I started to open it up and I took the bubble wrap off and now I'm up to the stage where I've actually got the interior box, which is the other one here, of this figure out. I'm just about to take that out of the box. So yeah, and also I should add that I'm actually filming this while I have a migraine. Same with the previous the video I'm about to cut to, so bear that in mind is why I'm kind of during this video. So yeah, that's about it. So back to past Jacob and you can enjoy the rest of the unboxing. Dump that down, I'll deal with that later. There we go. The 1968 King Ghidorah figure from XPlus. Super excited to see this thing in the flesh because this is one of those like super flashy, amazing figures from what I've seen. The kind of figures that steal the show in one's collection. So let's pull him out. Okay, that was a bit of a pain to pull out, and he does have some bumped corners, so I'm really hoping nothing was damaged. Luckily these are vinyl figures, so they shouldn't be too susceptible to like snapping or breaking, but still, I really don't want anything to be damaged. So just looking around the box, ages 15 and up, manufactured by XPlus, something about Osaka, Japan. Take a look at the box. Very nice, simple box, flat cardboard design with a lovely image of the 1968 King Ghidorah on the front. Can't wait to get this out of the box. Okay, got my little scalpel knife. Gonna run it across this tape here. Normally I'd be a little bit more careful in, finding like unopening boxes to keep them as original as possible, but I can already tell this thing has been opened and taped shut a couple of times. This arrived used, by the way, and it actually should have a small part damaged on the actual figure, which the seller did inform me of, so that's all good. Something to do with the wing joint, but hopefully I can fix that myself. Okay. Let this slide out. He's got... Ooh. So, lots of polystyrene in here. Go back in there for a sec. Whoa. Okay. Here is one of what should be two massive wings. Already these look really nice. A little dusty though, so this thing is definitely displayed before. Anything around the back? No, just flat around the back. Big wing over here. Let's break this tape and get them all out. Wow. Oh yeah, that's the snapped wing. I can already see the little snapped joints there. So I have to figure out a way to fix that eventually. That opens like a book. Ooh, here he is. Look at that. King Ghidorah. Wow. I've got to be honest, this guy's actually looking a little bit smaller than I was expecting. But granted, one of the last figures that I did an unboxing of was this guy here. Which is the massive Kyoto Shin Godzilla figure. So I'm kind of used to looking at that thing for the last week or two. So I'm used to stuff being a bit bigger. So this one's coming across as a little bit smaller than I expected. Whoa. But look at that. He looks really nice. I love the eyes on this thing. They're very just... and the texture. And he feels heavy. Especially for an XPlus figure. Usually they feel kind of like hollow, but this guy feels kind of like a thick plastic. So different from what I was expecting. So he also is very dusty, so he needs a clean. but he is a, sort of a gold color, but more of like a darker gold color. Hopefully can make that out, and hopefully it's coming out accurate on film. It is kind of a little darker, the film, than I was kind of anticipating, because again, it's about to get dark outside, so I do apologize about that. But wow. Okay, so there's that. I don't know if you guys can make it out, but in here there's that little bit of wing in there that I need to fix somehow. I need to pull that out of there, which I'm not sure exactly how to do. Hopefully I can find a way. And this wing should just slot in here with no problem, because they seem to be fine, those pegs. He looks nice, like, looks very accurate to the film. The faces on this thing are so gorgeous. I'm a huge fan of the Showa design of King Ghidorah. He's my favorite Ghidorah, so I'm so happy to have like a figure of him like this. The only other one that I had was the bootleg Monster Arts one, which I've done a couple of videos on. That one's a great figure. I'll hopefully bring that one out when I do a full review of this thing, because again, I'm not feeling too good, so I'm probably going to end this video really soon, but let's just see what his wing would look like if it's going to just jam in there. So I've heard that you can't force it in too much, but that's what that looks like, and that looks really cool. Oh, big beautiful wing on this thing. Makes him look a lot larger with the wing, by the way. And just the crinkles and the scaling all over this thing's body is phenomenal, actually. Love it. And yeah, it's not like a bright gold. It is, like I said, very muted sort of gold. It's very worn, which does look nice and does fit with that the aesthetic of the film. Sounds really cool. Let's see if I can get his other wing out. Here it is. You can see it's kind of dusty. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, very dusty wing, so needs cleaning like the rest of them. The folds in it are looking really nice. It's just, this is a nice hard plastic, so you got to be careful with this thing. It does feel really similar to the wings of that bootleg Monster Arts one, which were also a sort of thinner hard plastic like this, but this is of course much bigger, or at least a fair amount bigger. This one's not like, again, this figure isn't super duper big. Height-wise, up to his head, he is probably about 30 centimeters tall, or just under that. But his wings are really what give him his size. Now, this one isn't really going to be able to slot into those wing joints because it's snapped here, which is a bummer, but hopefully won't be too bad to fix. So, yeah, when he's done, he'll look like that, but I'll have to do something about that. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys updated when I do a full review and all that stuff. But for now, I really love the sculpt on this thing. He is beautiful. It's just a shame about that damage there, and a shame that I can't really do a full, really in-depth unboxing like I usually do, because I'm feeling just like crap right now. But yeah, I hope you still enjoyed this video. Before I cut it out, I just kind of want to show you guys something I've been working on, just because I feel like it. The other day, I finally painted the first of my little resin castings of Mothra. So these are, I sculpted this Mothra, and I created a mold of that sculpture, and I've been making little resin castings. As you can see, she is made of like a white resin, and I finally painted her. So she's the first prototype of these that I've actually got done. And yeah, I'm gonna be selling these as merch eventually, so do stay tuned for that if you are interested. And I've got a whole bag of ones that I'm still working on painting, so these are all gonna be painted like her eventually. You can see that a little better there, some backlit. So yeah, I'm really proud of how she turned out. These are gonna be like magnets. Some of these can have magnets. I'm gonna have some as pins, so you can pin them to your like clothing, and I want to make some as like necklaces and jewelry. So you can imagine like having one hanging like this or something, or you can, you know, pin her to stuff, or a fridge magnet and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm really proud of how she's coming out, and yeah, I've got a bunch of other similar things I'm working on as well. So that's enough shameless self-promotion there. I'll hopefully see you guys in a future video, but until then, may all your vinyl be a radiated vinyl. Over and out. Bye.